short sales and foreclosures. So I'm sure you've heard a lot online and on TV, buying homes for pennies on the dollar is what they say. Well, here's where the real story is. On a short sale, the old saying is there's nothing short about a short sale, and here's why. When you have a short sale, and let's just say for easy math that the property purchase price is $300,000, and in that situation the seller owes more than what the actual value of the home is. So let's say they owe $320,000. In that situation, the bank has to approve really how much of a loss are they going to take. So at that scenario, they're losing $20,000 plus fees. And they have to really decide how much of a loss they want to put on their books. So negotiating closing cost and a reduction in price, having them fix things, probably not so much going to happen. The seller is already under distress with having to sell their property, probably don't have the funds to fix things up. So that's one thing to keep in mind on a short sale. The other thing is when a bank has that short sale, they, again, trying to figure out how much of a loss they are going to take. The longer they stall, and the market has been increasing, then in that situation, it's worth it to wait. They may actually wait long enough that they may get some of their money back. So you kind of weigh that out with the fees and cost. So you'll see properties that say short sale pending that are there for 3-4 months. That's why. Foreclosures. Now on a foreclosure, before a bank will really take action, technically they could take action for non-payment after 1 or 2 months, but that's not normally what we see. Normally what we see is the bank tries to negotiate 6 months, a year, to see if they can help the client get back on their feet. Are they in a situation that they may be able to recover, and maybe they can negotiate something to help the client out. Banks are not in the business to get houses back, so they really don't want that back. So their goal is to try and negotiate that. But when it gets to a scenario where a foreclosure is imminent, that foreclosure, again, the seller is under financial duress. So in that situation, they probably have let things go. The property may have deferred maintenance. It may have things that are wrong with it, and if they do not have the financing to make their payment, they probably don't have the financing to do repairs. So that's going to be something that is a consideration. Now, once a property is taken back by the bank, depending on the area, there are waiting periods for a property to be taken over. So let's say here in Washington County, for instance, if you were to take a property back, the bank takes property back, they have 180 days where the seller can come back and recoup their property, pay off the balance, and get their property back. It happens, it's rare, but waiting that time period is important because there's no rules on when they could take that back. So you don't want to go in and immediately doing a lot of repairs. So there are some other nuances in that with getting those redemption rights, but that's a whole nother ball game and a whole nother level. So if you have questions on that, call me, we can talk about it. Anyway, that is what you need to know on a short sale and a foreclosure. Just being prepared, knowing what you're getting into is going to make all the difference in your shopping.